Alright guys, Killer McKillcam here, and I am bringing you Infamous Second Son, dude. And I have to admit, for the longest time, I thought this game was not going to be any good, and it is. This game is awesome. You can see here on the back of the cover, it says that this game at the EGM Best PS4 Game winner at the E3 2013 Awards. GameTrailer.com says Best E3 Awards, Best PS4 exclusive, which I'd like to disagree with. I think Killzone Shadowfall is the best Killzone exclusive. Game Informer E3 2013 says Best PlayStation exclusive. So they both, um, GameTrailer.com and Game Informer both think that this is the best PlayStation 4 exclusive. Um, and like I said, I disagree. I think Killzone Shadowfall is. IGN says Best of E3 2013 winner, and Destructoid says Best of PlayStation 4. And I had to admit, man, when I saw this game coming out and I was watching the previews for it and I was watching the trailers for it and I was looking at the reviews on IGN, I did not think that this was going to be a fun game. I thought it was going to be generic. I thought it was going to be lame. And I seen the kid, the main character in the game, jumping around and shooting shit out of his hand, and I just thought it was gonna be dumb. And so that's why I want to bring you back to a commentary I did over Wolfenstein, and I've talked about this before. It's like what makes a good game, and what makes a game fun. And I've been a gaming for so many years now, and I've played so many video games, and I've gotten frustrated with a bunch of them, and a majority of them I just thought were not good. And so I would buy them, and I would basically just waste, $60 on a game, and I would buy it and then never play it again. Thief was one of those games. Lara Croft Tomb Raider was one of those games. And, I played the shit out of Lara Croft, most of the way through. And then I just got fed up with it being so fucking long. And I was like, man, this game should be over with already. And it was just so fucking long. So that's why I quit that game. But I still didn't think that it was as good as it could have been. Um, so Thief, Lara Croft was one of those games. And then, there was several other games. Watch Dogs. I fucking hate Watch Dogs. I bought that, played an hour of it, and I've had enough. I just got Murdered Soul Suspect yesterday. Played an hour of it, and I had enough. And what I did was I went to the store where I buy video games, and I took in my Xbox 360 because basically it's just been sitting here. I played the shit out of it when I had it. I played a bunch of games on it. I had a bunch of games on the hard drive, but basically I just don't have time to be jumping back and forth from console to console. And I see some of my friends who are on PlayStation 4, who had PlayStation 3s, still play their fucking PlayStation 3. I'm like, dude, I could never go back to Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, dude. I just can't do it. I'm not going to go back and play those games when we have these new games available on the PS4. And I see a lot of people going back and they're just playing the same old game that they just play over and over again. And most of them are playing Black Ops 2 and other bullshit games on the old consoles. And
What were you doing up on the roof?
so I talked about this before, and I'm going to talk about it again, because here I find myself doing the same shit that I tell people about. If you only play Call of Duty, or if you only play Battlefield, or if you only play online games,
Well, I have no choice.
and
He's a
then
cop.
myself, what happened
I have to be
was
back
I
here in
found
5
myself
minutes.
thinking, well, I'm telling all these people that if they only play a certain game or a certain type of game, then they're
This is the
limiting
last
their
time.
self, and they're actually
Now I have to go back to my office.
screwing their self out of having fun that they could have had if they were just a little open-minded and tried new games. And so I got to thinking about it, because I had all these plans on doing all these playthroughs. I started with the Killzone Shadowfall Elite playthrough, and then I did Wolfenstein, and then I was telling everybody on my videos that I was going to do Watch Dogs, and I was gonna
Gotta
do
find a way
Murder
out of
Soul
here.
Suspects, and I've gotten both of those
Hello,
games, and I've
freedom.
played both of those games, and I just don't like either of them. So I'm not gonna
And now the easy
probably
part.
have enough
Get to the
time to
longhouse,
play
set
them
up an alibi.
anyways. Um, so I found myself like thinking, do I only like shooters? And so yesterday when I went and took my Xbox and traded it in because I wanted to get Murder Soul Suspect, and this was before I decided that I didn't like it. I was really hoping that game was going to be good. I really wanted to do a playthrough on it, and I really wanted the game. So I took my Xbox in. They said they'd give me $120 for it. So I was like, screw it. I don't want to have a store credit and then fucking come back here
Out of
in
my
a
way.
couple months and then you fucking tell me you can't find the store credit in your computer or some shit. So let me go ahead and get the Murdered Soul Suspect for which I came here for, and let me get this infamous Second Son. I never gave it a chance. Let me play it and see how I like it. If I don't like it, I'll sell it. And it's been out for a couple months
Gold
now.
crap.
And when it was out, when it first came out, and I'd watch it on Twitch and I'd see the reviews and everything else, I was like, nah, this game's not going to be good. And I judged it. And I didn't give it a chance, and I never played it. So today I get home from work and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I got this game. I'm going to pop it in. And I fucking love this fucking game, dude. It is fucking awesome. It's fucking funner than shit. And I took my own advice. And I'm glad that I did. Because, like I've always said, dude, if you limit yourself to only certain types of games, then you're going to end up missing out on shit that's real fun, dude. And you're just going to screw yourself out of a good experience, man. And it's just like, it sucks to be so close-minded and to say, Call of Duty is the only game that I like to play, or Battlefield is the only game that I like to play, or online shooters is the only games I like to play, or playing online is the only thing that I'll play. I don't do campaigns. If you have that attitude, then you're just gonna be stuck playing the same old shit, and that goes back to me seeing my friends on PlayStation 3 playing Black Ops 2, and it's just like, bro, you get in those fucking games, you get into a fucking TDM or free for all or a domination, search and destroy, whatever it is that you play, and it's just like, the map comes up, you vote on the map, or some games, Black Ops 2, you can't vote on the map, but the game comes up and whatever you're playing, and you spawn in the same spot every single fucking time. You run the same fucking route every single fucking time. You run into the same people in the same fucking spots and know the map, dude. And it's just like the monotony is what gets to me, dude. It's just like I'm sick and tired of playing the same shit over and over and over again, dude. I just don't like it, and Call of Duty players especially strive on that. They play the map so many times and they know the flow of the map and they know where everybody's coming from. They know where you're going to be before you even get there. And it's because that's all they play is Call of Duty. And it's 24/7 Call of Duty. And they've played these maps so many times and they've gone down the same road so many times and they ran into somebody at the same point in the game so many times that they just know when to be ready. They know how far to run and they know where to take cover and they know, where to wait for you and watch and wait for you to come around that corner. And that's what gets to me, dude. That's just like, it's just bullshit. So I've said a couple times that, for now, I'm done with multiplayer, dude. I'm gonna fucking try something different and go back to what I know to be fun, and how I began gaming was playing campaign games on the PS2. I played the fucking Punisher, and I played a bunch of Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon, and Rainbow Six, and a few of the Splinter Cells. And I played campaign games, and it's all that I played. And then I didn't start playing multiplayer until the Modern Warfare series on Call of Duty, and that lasted a couple years. But I'll tell you, it was like the least amount of fun that I've had was while I was playing multiplayer. I spent more time being frustrated and angry with the people that I was playing against um, rather than having fun. And you know, some people say, "Oh, it's probably because you suck at Call of Duty and you suck at multiplayer." Well, no, I never really did suck. You know, I always did pretty good. You know, when I first started playing, I went negative all the time. But let me tell you something. When I was going negative and I first started playing Modern
Reg,
Warfare 3 online, um, and I would go like 2 and 10, I was having a fucking boatload of fun.
gotta find Reggie.
When I first met my friends
What
Brandon
the
and his
hell was
brother
that?
online,
What the
and
hell?
it was New Year's Eve. You know, I got the game in November when it first came out, and then on New Year's
Happening to
Eve,
me.
I was up
God,
playing the
no!
game, and I was sucking, and they were telling me in the lobby, in the party
Stop it!
chat, not the
Stop it!
party chat, the game chat, that you know that I was doing pretty bad, you know,
What the hell's going
and I
on?
didn't give a shit, and you know, and then I was having fun with the game, dude. I fucking
Oh
threw
my god!
down, I was
Oh my
running,
god!
what do you call
Make
it,
it
support,
stop!
and you know those support
Reg!
where you get
Reg,
a
I
bunch of
really
fucking
need
care
you!
packages. I forget what the fuck it's called, dude. And I threw the fucking smoke down on the B flag. It was on hard hat,
I gotta
and
get
a
through
fucking
here.
crate dropped on an enemy. And my
What's
friend
going
Brandon
on?
was sitting there. He was helping me capture the B flag,
Reggie!
and he was cornered, and he was just about to die, and that fucking
Reg!
care package landed on the dude and saved his life. And you know, I probably went like
No!
12 and 36 that
Reggie!
fucking game. Uh,
Reg!
but I had a
Hey!
fucking blast doing it.
Nels,
You know, and
what's
it
up?
wasn't
I
until
gotta
I
get that thing
started
off
getting
you.
good at the game
I
is when I
gotta
started
get you
getting
out!
frustrated with the game. You know, when I was getting
Okay.
fucking
Okay, just
AC-130s and Pavlos
tell me
and
parts.
attack helicopters, um, and I was talking shit
A
to
little
people in the
more.
lobby, uh, and the only way that you can
No, no,
defeat a shit
no!
talker is by beating them in the game. And there was nothing better than uh,
I can't stop it, man. I
a shit
can't stop
talker
it.
in the pregame
Reggie,
lobby
I can't
leaving
stop it, man.
before the
It's
game
okay.
ended, so
You're okay.
they didn't
Just breathe.
get the
Breathe.
opportunity to get the shit from you.
No,
So,
one of them.
you know, I took my
No,
advice, I got this game,
no.
and I popped it in, and I'm glad that I did,
You're my
because
brother.
this game is a
All right?
fucking boatload of
You're
fun,
my brother.
and some of
Okay?
you guys watching this
Being with you is gonna pass.
commentary and listening to this
Fix it.
commentary or who
Right,
played
you
this
with me?
game probably already knew that this
You
fucking
with me?
game was going to
Okay.
be fun.
Okay.
Uh, and,
There's a
you know, and I
bioterrorist. We gotta
judged it
stop
just
before it
by
gets to the
based
rest of the
off
tribe.
the looks of it.
Right?
And I just didn't think that was going to be fun because it wasn't a
I
fucking
need you.
shooter.
I need you right
And
now. All right? Come on.
and had I just kept my train of thought, you know, closed minded or whatever the fuck you want to call it, then I would have never had experienced this game and how fun it is, you know, because here I am sitting and I'm buying all these other games because I want to play them, I want to do the campaign, I want to do playthroughs, and I want to upload the playthroughs on
I don't want you to think what's happening
YouTube,
is a good thing.
and I'm getting these games and I'm fucking hating them, and so I'm sitting here like thinking, what the fuck am I gonna play now? You know, I'm pretty much done with Wolfenstein. All I have to do
Jeez, man, the
is put a
latch is
commentary on all the
melting.
videos and upload them to video, and I'll be
How the
done
hell
with
we get
it.
through?
And the only other thing I can do is go through
Only way
Wolfenstein
to find
and
out.
get all of the achievements, all the trophies, so I can get a platinum trophy for that game. But I'm not gonna upload that to YouTube. So what am I supposed to do in the meantime? You know, we got all these other games coming out. We got Evil
Fine,
Within,
go. Control the
Alien
mobs.
Isolation,
I'm coming
we
back
got
with help.
Destiny, we got
See if
Call of
Betty's in
Duty,
there with the bioterrorist.
Advanced
Be
Warfare,
careful.
we got
You
this
know
new
those
Battlefield
freaks are
game coming out.
Yeah.
But what am I gonna
Those
do until then?
freaks.
And I think I found it. So, anyways, you guys tell me what you think of the game. What do you guys think of it? What do you think of the commentary? What do you think I should do
Vince,
next?
Good to
Just
know.
tell me in the comments below, man, and I appreciate it. Hit that like button, and if you ain't subbed already, hit that sub button, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Wow, that should have hurt. Betty!